Hi, this is Brittney from Desert Sage Herbs, and I am in beautiful Chandler, Arizona. This is on our back patio of Desert Sage Herbs, where a lot of times we have our classes out here, or parts of our classes, which we are going to be doing another medicine making class. We just added in May, and we're actually going to be making some ashwagandha, or I think we already maybe tinctured it, Natalia and I did, and we'll be pressing it out on that class. So everyone that goes to the class is going to get some ashwagandha tincture. So ashwagandha is a pretty easy thing to make in tincture, but is it right for you? I don't know. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Ashwagandha is a calming adaptogen. An adaptogen is in a category of plants that have been used for long periods of time, have a very good safety knowledge about them. So they're safe in most people, and they have a tonic effect. They have a balancing effect. And so ashwagandha is interesting because it's one of the herbs that it is a calming adaptogen, meaning that it has a calming effect rather than a stimulating an energy effect, like we would think of a ginseng or a rhodiola, or maybe even an eleuthero. Ashwagandha, a good story about this is Vicky, my mom, started thinking, oh, I need ashwagandha. So let me put a tablespoon of ashwagandha in my smoothie every morning. Well, about a week and a half later, after saying how tired she has been lately and thought maybe something was wrong, she realized that she was putting a therapeutic dosage of a tablespoon in her morning smoothie and then trying to work out, right? So ashwagandha is calming down her nervous system, relaxing her muscles. It has been traditionally used at nighttime with milk and ghee to help people or put people to sleep. So if you want something more energizing, ashwagandha is probably not the plant. Most people need calming things in their life right now. So ashwagandha might be a great choice to calm down the nervous system, relax the muscles. We even use it for fibromyalgia with other things like wood betony, kava, black cohosh to help relax those muscles. So when you're thinking about something calming and that you want strengthening to the entire endocrine system, ashwagandha might be your choice. The other thing that's very powerful and clinically studied with ashwagandha is its effect on the thyroid gland. So it has a direct effect on the thyroid gland to increase thyroid action, meaning that it is only would be beneficial to people that have hypothyroidism, meaning a slow acting thyroid. If you have hyperthyroidism, this would not be a good plant and would be contraindicated in hypothyroidism because it could overstimulate the thyroid and actually cause more issues. So we only want to use this in hypothyroidism. It also has a direct effect not only on the thyroid and the adrenal glands with the other endocrine glands, but also on the ovaries and the testes, which also affects fertility, libido, all those sexual energy kind of balancing effect. So it can be used in fertility treatments too. But remember, this is an adaptogen, meaning you have to take it over long periods of time to have best results. So make sure if you're trying this plant to give it a while to see if it really is working for you. What are other things that you might want to think about ashwagandha? Ashwagandha builds the blood. It has a lot of iron content. For the highest good of wanting the iron content, you have to do it in the powder form. The powder form is going to provide those minerals for you. If you do it in the tincture form or the capsule that isn't just the ground up powder in a capsule, more like an extract, that's not going to have the high iron in it. So another contraindication that you might want to think of is if someone has too high of ferritin, too high of iron, or something called hemochromatosis, then it would be contraindicated because it is very hard on the body to have too much iron. So powdered ashwagandha would not be the right way to go. It actually would be a detriment to your health. So we want to know about these things, right? The other wonderful thing about ashwagandha and other adaptogens is that they are immune amphoteric. What does that mean, right? Amphoteric. Amphoteric means they have a balancing effect. A balancing effect on the adrenal glands, a balancing effect on the immune system. So we actually have some good research about using it with rheumatoid arthritis and how it can be very effective for that too. Now, if you're on medications, be careful because those medications are always going to override what the herbs are going to do. So you want to talk to a qualified practitioner, herbalist, or naturopath that knows about these plants and working with medications. What are the different ways? We've got powder that you can stick in your smoothie. We've got herbal extracts. So these are concentrated extracts. You usually take about 1 to 2 a day. And we've got tinctures. This is a glycerate. In our herbal class, we're going to show you how to use alcohol to extract it. And you use about a dropper full about 2 to 3 times a day. And then you've got the whole herb like this that you would have to simmer and make a decoction. If you want to see my other videos on how to make a decoction, and then you can boil that and let it sit also, strain it out, and you can drink that. So I'm so glad to have you here and share about ashwagandha, and I'm happy to think about all the other adaptogens I'm going to share with you in the future so that you can pick the perfect one for you, or maybe a combination, because we do know that herbs work even more effectively usually in combination. But ashwagandha is one of those that you can just try by itself, see how it works for you if you don't have any of the problems with the contraindications. So have a beautiful day, enjoy your ashwagandha, and we will see you another time.